America's Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh my gosh, we are already 7 days into September. What in the actual hell is going on? My god, it's like this whole year went by so fast, and it's like we just need to slow down for a little bit, you know?
I feel you on that.
So currently, as I'm speaking, there is some lightning outside right now. So hopefully, this recording will not cut out at all. It shouldn't. I'm on my hotspot, so. Um, but I hope everybody is having a everybody who started school today in my area had a good first day. Um, and I'm still flabbergasted that it's been almost 4 years since I had graduated high school.
It's been well six for me, but
Lee, man. Time's flying, and it's scary to be honest. I guess they were right when they say that um, the
time
time
flies
flies
when you're
by
having fun.
faster. Yeah, well, time flies by faster when you're an adult.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoy our episode. So, tonight, as promised, we are doing the second part of the album California. We're breaking the rest of the album down. We did part one in August. It was like towards the end of August, I'd say. Within the last 2 weeks, we did it. So if you guys missed out on part one, which would be songs 1 through 8, please go ahead and watch that first. Because if you watch this first, it's not going to make any sense in the long run. So please go ahead and watch that episode first before continuing to this one. So for this episode, we'll be doing tracks 9 to 16. Now, we did this in two parts because this album is a little bit longer than other albums we've broken down on the show. So I figured we're better off to do it into two parts so we're not rushing through it.
Right.
So let's kick this off with track number 9, Kings of the Weekend. I mean, banger. Absolute banger. Like, when we heard this song for the first time, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's a song that I can really groove to because, it's kind of like a song that you'd listen to on a Friday. Because, it's kind of a weekend song, hence the title. Um,
Yeah. True. I mean, you kind of nailed it on the head too. It's a very catchy too.
it is. Now, still a warning alert. Dystro here. He's the one in charge of our meetings for this album, for each track. What did you find for this one? Even though we kind of don't really need a meeting, but
So I found like a annotation or anecdote, like anecdote, through Genius, and this is from the producer from the album. He had said that this was going to be another song that we didn't think was going to go on the album.
what the fuck?
It was not going to go on the album. We had too many songs. When listening back to the whole team, management, the label, we realized the riff was so good it just felt right. There are no songs on the record that have a great classic guitar riff that people will recognize, and so it stuck. This song was number 3. Travis raised his hand and trumped us all and reminded us that this is what Blink is, that this epic guitar thing. It's not lyrically as deep as some of the other songs, but it's the party song. We've all had day jobs and we all know what it's like to have that day off to do what we want. This is that song. So thanks to Travis for sticking
Thank
up for this song.
you. Thank you, Travis. Oh my god. Yeah, like this is the party song. This is like the modern day party song. Even though this album came out like in
2016.
2016, this is like the modern day party song. Unless Blink surprises us with one on the new album, which that is coming soon. Watch them
Mhm.
drop it tonight because like they're teasing it too. They're fucking teasing it, man. I'm so fucking ready. Anyways,
I'm so fucking ready.
anyways, yeah, this song is nothing to complain about here. It's not deep at all. It's just straight to the point, a party song.
Mhm.
10 out of 10. Fuck yeah.
10 out of 10. 10
Come.
out of 10.
All right. So track number 10 is actually a pretty special one for me. It's titled Teenage Satellites. Now, sadly, I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm 21. But there are
20.
times in my life now, where sometimes I still feel like a teenager. Like when I get a good laugh on or something, or if I hear a certain song, it'll take me back to my teenage years. It'll make me feel like a teenager again. And I guess that's the beautiful thing about life is like certain things that come back to you in life make you feel like a teenager again, makes you feel young again, and that's like the beauty of everything about it. This is kind of one of those songs where it makes you feel like a teenager again. Like when you're a teenager, you just want to run out, explore, like just go crazy, just do fun shit, you know?
Reminds me of the guy like go stupid, go
Go
crazy,
crazy,
So I went back to Genius again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a pop punk anthem about runaway and never looking back. Teenage Satellite narrates how a teenager tells another to forget his problems and invites him to break free, to appreciate life while they're young.
So
So
pretty much what
kind of
I
like what
said.
you said, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's again another song that you don't really need to find a meaning for. It's just basic. Like it's about being a teenager, running away, and like just going crazy, just doing crazy fun shit while you're young. Because when you're old, well, we're not that old.
When you're old.
We're not that old. Don't worry, Daisha. We're not that old. When you get older, I guess you could say, you're gonna look back on those times and you're gonna wish you could do it all over again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'm already having that moment. Like I was thinking the other day about the relationship I had with somebody when I was 15 and all the crazy shit we did. Good old days of high school, being a freshman and sophomore during those days. Ugh. So for me, I gave this one a 9 out of 10 because I need to listen to it a little bit more. But I do remember the lyrics right off the top of my head. I remember the melody and stuff. It's just I need to listen to it more. This song has really huge growth potential on me. So good song.
Mhm. I get a 8.5 because, like you said, I haven't listened to it that much. I need to listen to it more.
And that's fine, you know. We all have lives.
We all have lives. Wow.
Anyways, track number 11 is Left Alone. This is another one of those tracks I really liked the first listen through.
Right. It's another like kind of like upbeat kind of like song. It's kind of like it's almost like Kings of the Weekend kind of levels, but it's more it's like a different tune, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Now,
So
this one, like, by the title, it kind of gave me a darker feeling, but I don't know. What did you find for the meaning? I'm actually really curious for this one, to be honest.
I could not find a fucking meme for this one.
Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey,
You had one job, and you couldn't even fucking do
hey,
it.
hey. But there was a genius answer about this is what Matt Skiba said though.
Okay.
Let alone that was another song to me, since I'm a huge fan of this record, to me, from front to finish, I immediately love every song for different reasons. Left Alone early on, I thought was a contender for a single. Again, so hitty, so immediate and huge. I really did Travis's drumming on the song, especially was just classic Travis Barker. The whole thing is the whole record. There's so many parts that I'm like, the kids that play drums are gonna learn that feel. They're going to have to learn that feel. That drum part in that song too. All the drummer kids are gonna have to learn it. It's a classic. And then on top of that, it is just a really catchy, huge catchy song that I thought could be single too. In my opinion, Let Alone and Bored to Death are kind of like similar songs, but also when you listen to them next to each other, very different. So like comparing Left Alone and Bored to Death kind of to be similar, but when you
Okay.
listen to them next to each other, they're very different.
Okay. Okay, that's very interesting. Like I'm looking on song meanings now. Songmeanings.com. It's all meanings from other people. Someone said it's about trying to get someone else's attention and slash or friendship or more than friendship, excuse me. And all they get is rejection and get made fun of and stuff.
Hmm.
Now this song is probably one of those ones where you could take it into your own hands and stuff like that, which is fine. You know that is completely fine. I like when bands do that. Um, but yeah, this song is very very good. I love it.
Yeah.
this whole album gives me summer vibes, and I think that's what I really liked about this album a lot more than some of the other Blink albums that we've listened to together. Um, Even Neighborhoods, like there's times where I like this album more than Neighborhoods, but it depends on the season, I guess.
Yeah,
I gave this one a 10 out of 10. I love this track.
I gave it a. I would have to listen to it more,
Okay,
but I would give it a 9.5.
hey, that's fine. That's completely fine, to be honest.
It's like
Okay,
I'm trying to be generous, and I'm not trying to be
yeah, you're good.
like cutting you at the legs or anything. But like, no,
What's weird is this is probably one of my more played songs from this album, oddly enough.
right?
So, track number 12, we go into Rabbit Hole. Now, this one I wasn't too crazy about, to be honest with you. It's okay. It's not super terrible. It's just it's
It's
not
like
my
in the
number. It's not my
middle,
first. It's not my first choice to play.
right?
Like I don't even remember it right now, off the top of my head. I don't even remember it.
So, did you have like a personal meaning in mind for this?
Not really. And you know what sucks? I'm gonna get that song title mixed up with "Rabbit Down the Hole"
Oh,
by Billy Talent from Afraid of Heights. Hey,
heights.
same year too, which is weird.
Yeah, that's
Both
true.
albums were released in 2016, so like I can see why I get it mixed up. But, anyways, what did you get for this one for the meaning?
So I looked on Song Facts, and there was some things that the producer had told Fuse, but it was saying like this pop punk track finds singers and bassists Mark begging for some peace from the thoughts that he occupies his mind and keeps him awake up at night. So like I won't fall down that fucking rabbit hole, embarrassed standing on the ground. All the hints that you leave are too hard to believe at all. I won't fall down that fucking rabbit hole. But
Um,
this is what John Fieldman said. Mark and I were talking about depression and negative thinking, how one thought could spiral into thousands of thoughts of what's the point of anything and fuck it all. As an adult, to go backwards and ask, what was the first thought that caused me to go through the spiral of nothingness? The idea of the song is I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of negative thinking. That's where the song started. And where it ended feels more playful, the logo, and we're talking about the OG Skankin' Rabbit legacy. So it's kind of like it said, like John said, when you first thought it was like what caused me to go down to the spiral of madness, going down a rabbit hole of thinking. And it cuts deep for some people.
yeah, nah, I feel like shit. I might have to give that song another go.
It's like once you like dissect all the lyrics and stuff like that, it kind of plays into like what Mark is thinking.
So you basically listen to a song that takes you through a journey in Mark's head.
Basically, yes.
It's so weird because Mark on the outside, he always looks like so energetic, full of joy, happiness, and stuff like that.
But on the inside, he's not
it's
really
it's not always that case, yeah. But lately he looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He looks really good now that Blink is actually back together
back
with
together.
Tom. I can see that he's in like a sort of like a peaceful mindset, I should say.
Mm-hmm. He's at
But
peace with himself and
yeah,
others.
that's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, I feel so bad for this song, man. For now, I'm going to give it an 8 just because I need to go back and re-listen to this one, I believe, because after hearing the meaning behind it, I kind of want to give it another chance.
I gave it a 9.
Okay, hey, that's good. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we go into track 13 with San Diego. This is a track that I did not recall hearing when we first played it, but when I did it the second time through by myself, I actually really like this one. San Diego's very catchy, this song.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego.
Go your one way ticket
I fucking forgot the lyrics, but
to the cure.
Like I know like the rhythm and everything. I know like the main part and stuff.
Hmm. Right.
So what's this one about?
So this is about addressing the city that they all grew up in.
Oh.
It says the band recalled some good times that they had there, but they have moved forward and came a long way since those days. Um, the producer explained to Fuse the history of the song is about growing up in San Diego, having so many of their work partners being from there, and having a member, Tom, who lives in San Diego, who is no longer in the band. And also, Mark did not want to write this song.
Oh.
He did. He didn't want to really write it.
And like, oh, when you just said that they had a member who's no longer there, it's like, ah, shit, man.
But then Philman explained, bro, the idea that you have to write about shit you don't want to write about, and you have to write about shit that's right there on the surface. So that makes sense.
Well, I'm so glad it's not 2016 anymore.
True.
We
True.
love you, Tom. We love you.
We love you.
Yeah, this one's good. Like, it's more. This song is like more like a road trip song. I find.
San Diego. Yeah, I would say so. It's like roll the windows down.
Blast it. Turn the bass up just a hair. Turn the treble up a little bit. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Like, there's nothing to complain about here.
Same.
Okay, so track 14, titled "The Only Thing That Matters." This one did I'm not really on board on with. Like, I don't really care for this one. Um, I think if I'm probably I don't know if I'm wrong. I think this one's a little mellow. I'm trying to
Um.
remember. Like, I'm tempted to mute myself and go listen to a clip of it while
So.
while you do
So.
the meeting.
So. Okay.
Where the hell is it?
So Mark had told NME, John had got in his head that the bass and drum parts together made it sound like country punk. So we changed it slightly. It was really a really cool fast song that will be fun to play live.
Okay, so I was kind of wrong. I think I got that song mixed up with another one. I apologize, everybody. That one's not mellow at all. I could
Mm-mm,
see why I didn't really like it. It didn't really stand out to me as the others, you know?
right. Also, the band also hated Mark Hoppus's original version for this song, but changed their minds after they rewrote the bass part.
Maybe they should have kept the song off the album.
Um, Mark originally had this cowpunk social distortion, but in the countryest way that none of us felt a connection to at all.
Oh, so they probably tried to wait. So they tried to do like country with this.
So, like I had told the people, Mark had told NME, John the producer, had gotten in his head that the bass and drum parts together made it sound like country punk.
What the fuck is that?
So like country music or country lyrics mixed with like punk music.
Oh no, God,
So
no! Please,
so
that's why I don't like it.
that's why they changed it slightly. It was a really cool fast song that will be fun to play live.
I beg to differ, but to each their own. Like,
But it was funny because it has this yeehaw vibe to it, but none of us hated the music or the melody. We just didn't connect to it then.
a yeehaw vibe. I fucking love that line, but my god, man, no. Why? I'm giving you a 7. That sucks.
I'm giving you a
And
7.
that's being nice, man.
Nice.
That is being nice. I could give it a 4 if I wanted to, but I'm being nice.
um, I'll give it a 7.5, I guess.
Alright, Mr. Price is right, man.
Hey, I'm being generous, okay?
Alright, so we're down to 2 tracks left. Track number 15, the self-titled track,
The
California.
crust of the album.
The best part of the album, California.
Mm.
Now, this is where I really wish Blink would have ended the album right there. I really wish they did because there is a track after this, but it's very similar to Built This Pool. It's one of those really funny 30-second little so-called mini songs we could call it here.
Mm.
Um, I really, really wish they would have ended it on California because it really fits. And there's no better way to end an album with your self-titled track. And this track is by far one of my favorite tracks of all time from Blink. Let alone this is my favorite track from this album. It's just, it is a little mellow, but I really like it. It really grew on me
It
quickly.
it picks up towards the end though.
It does, yeah. It does pick up a little bit towards the end. It's. I think you told me the meaning of this song when we were doing the album.
Yeah, it's to like pay tribute to the Golden State. To be honest with you.
California, yeah, because that's
Yeah.
where they all grew up.
hmm Um. Also, little tidbit here. Boys Like Girls, Martin Johnson assisted with the writing of this California love letter.
Wow.
Um. So, also a little tidbit here. Well, two more. Sorry. Um. The producer explained why Blink-182 titled the album after the song. It says, to name an album after that, Mark had a bunch of classic jokey titles. OBGYN Kenobi was one of them. Nude Erection was another one.
What the fuck?
Um, One Direction taking the stab at the pool at the boy band thing.
What the fuck?
um, had a bunch of ideas that were great, but ultimately with Built This Pool, Bohemian Rhapsody, or the jokey moments, but to sell the record short wouldn't be fair. The record wasn't no future, but it wasn't OBGYN Kenobi. California stumped up the record. But then Matt Skiba had told HMV.com the album's name was a late decision. All the artwork and the title came at the final hour.
Wow. And
So it
not gonna
was.
lie, the artwork that's like Blink's well known for this particular album's artwork, and I've seen that like everywhere,
hmm
Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit,
hmm
even like everybody talks about this artwork, and it's great. It really is great. But my God, man, like I'm thinking about that song right now. I'm thinking about California, and it's like perfect timing that we're kind of doing part two right now because the end of summer is here, and it's kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's very bittersweet. It's like, for
Right.
example, when Fair Week came to a close, it's heartbreaking but very bittersweet at the same time. It's like two very conflicting feelings colliding with each other. Um, Man, like when you watch summer come to a close, especially for those of you who go back to college or go back to school or whatever, um, it's very like depressing. And I feel like this song kind of like makes everything a little more on a bittersweet note. So I feel like for those of you who just went back to school or going back to college even, please listen to this song. Like it'll kind of wrap up the rest of your summer in a very bittersweet note.
hmm
But that's a 10 out of 10 song, like right there. Can't
yeah.
not. I wish I could do 11 out of 10. If I could, I would, but that's not fair.
Yeah, I gave it a 10 out of 10 as well.
So we end with track 16 on Bohemian Rhapsody. I still cannot figure out why they even put this song there. They should have put somewhere else in the album.
I think they should have done Bohemian Rhapsody before California, to be honest with you.
Yeah, somewhere before California, even right before, like you said.
Because like yeah, it's all jokey and all that stuff, and that's not OGBGYN Kenobi or anything, but
There's something about you
yeah, that
that
I
I can't
can't
quite put
put
my
my
finger
finger
in.
in, and it's like what?
What? Like I remember when we first listened to this, we were like, "What the fuck was that?" And we just started bursting out laughing.
Yeah, it reminds me of oh, what was the end? It was the end track to Cheshire
Happy
Cat.
Trails. Oh, wrong group. I was starting to sing Happy Trails.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Cheshire Cat. Are we thinking just about done? Or are we
That
thinking? Oh no,
and
depends. Depends. That's what it
depends.
is.
And then like they were like talking
Flack 'em,
at the
yak
end.
'em.
Slack 'em, yak 'em. Fucking stupid.
God damn it.
Um, but I actually found a meaning for this, and I want you to
Oh
hear this.
no.
The song by Blink-182 is about celebrating life and enjoying each moment to the fullest. It encourages listeners to take risks, follow their dreams, and explore their boundaries. The chorus highlights the narrator's desire to be close to the person they like, despite being unable to fully explain why they feel the way they do. The lyrics also invoke a sense of freedom and adventure, inspiring listeners to embrace life and seize every moment they're presented with. Now, I don't really know if that is really what that means,
What the fuck?
but I'm gonna go with it.
We're gonna go with that.
Like, cause it was like what, like 30
It was like
seconds,
about 30
maybe,
seconds. It was longer than Built This Pool. Built This Pool was like about 15 seconds.
like 15,
Um,
16 seconds.
you God damn it, guys.
Okay, encourages listeners to take risks, follow their dreams, and explore in the branch. How?
I know what they mean. I know what they mean.
It's like,
Take
okay.
risks. Okay, kids, let's practice safe. Blah blah blah. Like that. Yeah, we ain't gonna go any further,
Uh,
kids.
oh my
10
god.
out of 10. 10 out of 10. Ow. I smacked my knuckles together while I had my thumbs up. Ow.
I could do that, no problem.
Oh, stop it.
Um, I guess I'll give it a 10 out of 10 as well. Even though it's so fucking short.
Yeah. Oh well, it's
It's
funny.
literally 30 seconds. It's literally 30 seconds.
I mean, it's better than ending on a sad note. You're ending on a funny note, so they got it. That's Blink for you. They're fucking comical.
And then
Um,
we haven't even gotten to the deluxe edition side yet either.
we gotta listen to that together. To be honest, we're gonna have to
Like,
pick a night and do that.
yeah.
That should have been like a whole nother album. That's how long it is.
Yeah, okay. The ending to the deluxe edition thing, it's, I mean, yeah, it ends with Bored to Death Life and Acoustic, but the one before that, it says, I can't get you more pregnant.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, of course they're gonna be like that. Of fucking course. It
It's
can't get
like
any
more and more,
worse.
more and more cringe.
Let me
More
see.
cringe.
Where the fuck's the track listing? Okay. How
Don't look.
many fucking. Oh my god. It should literally just be a whole other album.
Yeah, it should be, literally.
So that track 11 from the deluxe edition, that's probably another fucking goofy song because it's only about 34 seconds.
34 seconds, yeah.
We gotta listen to that. We have to. That's like a whole other album, dude.
Yeah, for real.
So I think. Okay, so we'll talk about the deluxe edition in a minute and what we plan on doing in the future. But let's rank the second half of this album overall. I already did mine. I already did my calculations and stuff. So what did you get? Did you do yours yet?
Let me do mine real quick.
Okay, I'll just jump into mine real quick. So I gave the second half a 92.5. Now, comparing to the first half, which was a 90.6, this second half is very strong. I actually really, really like it, especially considering my favorite track from this album, California, is on here. Very, very solid track, very bittersweet ending towards the end, except for that funny little song at the end. But um, overall, very, very solid solid second half of this album.
Now, did you do like the 100 and then 85 and all that stuff? For
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
okay, let me just do that real quick.
Now, do you mind if I jump into what I did overall?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so when I took the average between the first half and the second half, overall, this album gets a 91.5 out of 100 for me. This album is very, very good from Blink. It's actually my second favorite album from Blink behind Neighborhoods, which we did Neighborhoods earlier this year. Um, Man, this album is just overall very good. It has a very summerish vibe to it. There's a few deep cuts on here as well. Um, like I said, it ends pretty well with California and then going into Bohemian Rhapsody. I kind of wish they would have flipped that around, but
Mhm.
to each their own. But
Alright.
yeah, considering this is the first album they did with Matt and without Tom, it's pretty good.
Right. So I got my second half.
Okay.
I got a 93.1 for the second half.
Oh wow. So what did
Yeah,
you get for the first half? Do you remember?
91.
Okay, so we both agree the second half is a little bit better than the first half.
Yeah.
So that's good to
Okay,
hear.
so altogether it comes out to even 92.
Hey, we're right around the same freaking benchmark there.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well,
So what do you have to say about this album altogether?
well, where should I start? I mean, it's classic Blink, to be honest with you. You have like the goofiness, you know, with the two songs, like with Build This Bull and Bohemian Rhapsody. But then like, there's some deep cut tracks, and then there's like some tribute kind of tracks too, with San Diego and California. Bored to Death is always going to be a bop, nowhere, no
Oh
matter
yeah.
what. Um, well, I guess you could say Cynical too. Like that's kind of like a shorter song, but it's not like wacky or anything.
Right.
Um, Bored to Death and She's Out of Her Mind, like those two are like, to
Home
me,
runs.
like home runs. Um, and like California and San Diego, those are like the tribute home runs to me.
Yeah.
So there's like four solid tracks on there. Of
Yeah.
what, 16?
That's not too bad.
And there's like, some silent sleepers here and there, but you gotta listen to them more. Um, well, that goes for anybody, to be honest with you. And like if you can find some meanings, like your own personal meanings for some of these songs, have at it. It's like, because like if you, like Marissa said, like if you're going back to school or you're just starting back, like California might be the perfect song to like ease into the next school year, or just to like ease into the next day or something like that, because yeah, like your summers end. But in a few months' time, it'll be right around the corner, right again. So,
I know. Stop making me cry. I'm not even in school and I'm sad that summer's over.
um, but all in all, it's a really good album. I do highly recommend it. Um, because it's like, yes, like Matt has replaced Tom, but it doesn't feel like he's replaced Tom, even though yeah, like he's done like two albums with them, but like Tom's, no, he's the OG Blink-182 guy. He's the
Yeah.
OG. Um, and I'm so glad that he's back with us finally after so many
Yes.
years.
And we have an album coming, and I know we do because they've been fucking teasing it since like what, yesterday, and they
Yeah,
officially put up a little teaser clip on Instagram and all their socials. And and they put like 12, I think it's like 12 a.m. I'm wondering if they're gonna drop the album tonight, and if they do, I'm gonna be kind of mad because I don't have any plans to listen to it. Like I had no plans booked for us to listen to it, and like I don't want to have to like push it off and wait because like usually we listen to it together. I always
hmm
push it off until like I try not to. I try not to fall into the temptation to play it by myself. I want to wait. So I'm praying it's just a song they're releasing tonight.
I mean
Because
it could be.
you got to remember a lot of bands, 90% of bands release their new material on a Friday. Um,
That is true.
so I don't know. I shall see in the morning, I guess.
I
I'm tempted to stay up till midnight just to see what they're gonna do.
I might do that, to be honest with you.
And we're gonna like text each other like, "Oh my god! Oh my
Oh my
god!
god! Oh my god! Holy shit!
So, so that is the breakdown of the full California album now, but in the near future, I would like to do the deluxe songs, which I believe is how many tracks? Let me see. One, two, three.
There's
There's 12 more tracks.
yeah, but the acoustic is just Bored to Death
We will
live.
still do it. Usually I don't, but we will. But so that will be in the near future. We will be doing the deluxe song from California that we have not listened to yet. So that is going to be coming up. So California is technically not done, but when we do the ranking for the deluxe edition, we're not going to count it into the overall ranking for this album.
Yeah,
So the
it just
ranking you just got here is the ranking that's going to stay.
yeah, it just wouldn't be fair, to be honest with you.
The deluxe edition will be its own thing. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. That'll be hopefully before the end of the year, but I've got so much going on right now. But all right, so our next episode, which is this Sunday, is going to be our 11th episode of Shoot the Shit. Now, here is a little bit of a heads up. I am going to be pre-recording all these episodes from this point forward because I am actually moving. So I am going to be a little tight on time at this moment. It's going to be a crazy month, packing up, moving, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to have time to record and upload every week. So from this moment on, we are going to be pre-recording stuff. So this episode you see, this is just a normal episode for today, Thursday. Right after recording this, we're gonna jump into recording Shoot the Shit for you guys. So that episode is gonna be kind of normal too, but the next few episodes are all gonna be pre-recorded. So stay tuned for that. Nothing's going to be interrupted. You guys will still be getting content from us, thankfully, because YouTube is really good at the whole pre-recording thing. You can schedule to upload at a certain time on a certain date. So Shoot the Shit will be this Sunday. I hope you guys join us. It has been a very crazy month this past month. I could definitely tell you that.
I bet.
Dystro, you've got our song for the night. What you got for us, bud?
So I've been on a little bit of a simple plan kick
Oh
lately.
boy.
Um, and it's nothing too crazy, pun intended. But it is from their second album. Um, and it is a song called Crazy.
Crazy. Okay.
And there is a video for it. I have seen it too. And this is like where Pierre like has like not super short hair, but just short hair.
Yeah.
Not like a mohawk or a faux hawk or anything. He's just got short hair. And he is actually playing guitar on that song.
Oh wow. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I had found it recently. It is really good. Like even though like the lyrics might think it might be something, but something else, but it's something. It's about like people people's lives that like go through like on the daily. So like there's a lyric where it's like some girls like like trying to be on TV and they're like taking pills and all that stuff, and like they're trying to change their body just because they want to be in the crowd and stuff. And the video will explain itself. Like it's a good video. It's a very heart-wrenching video.
So that's a song for tonight by a Simple Plan titled Crazy. So I'll go ahead and put that up. It'll be in the top right hand corner at the end of this episode. Go ahead and watch the music video and take a listen to the song. I haven't heard it yet, and I'm not trying to put off anything Simple Plan related right now because we are going to do a Simple Plan run next year. That's probably going to be the first pilgrimage we do in 2024, to be honest with you.
Oh boy.
Because we're ending the year with Fall Out Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so anyways, if you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to go on ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on the link in the description below. That will take you to Linktree. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. Go follow us on there to keep up to date with the show in case we have something go wrong. Also, keep up to date with us on the YouTube community page on our channel. You just go to our channel, click on the community tab, and it's right there. All of our updates that we should be posting. If stuff goes wrong, I've had cell tower issues up here, but once I move, that should be resolved because cell tower will be a lot faster. So still keep up to date with us. Follow us on social media and keep up to date on our YouTube channel. Dystro's YouTube channel is there as well. He posts weekly gaming content. I'm in there sometimes as well because we do play video games outside of the show. We're trying to get you up to 900 by the end of this month. So what are you at?
I'm at 860 right now.
Wow. Okay. We still have a chance. We're only 7 days in. So please be sure to go ahead and subscribe to him. We'd love to see him hit 900 subs by the end of the month. Our channel here is at 96 subscribers as of me recording this. Yeah, that is crazy. I think it's just because of the gaming stuff we've been posting as well on our channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're almost at 100. That's insane. But yeah, if you guys would like to take a listen to tonight's song of the night, Crazy by Simple Plan, be sure to go ahead and do that. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening. And we will catch you guys for Shoot the Shit. Peace.
Peace.